least to most risk-taking zodiac signs. Some people see uncertainty and freeze. Others see it and feel alive. That's because risk-taking isn't about recklessness. It's about how your brain responds to the unknown. Psychology ties risk to dopamine, fear tolerance, and loss aversion. Today, we're ranking the zodiac from least to most risk-taking, not by bravery or confidence, but by who's wired to leap without guarantees, and who needs a safety net before they even move. Number 12. Cancer. Security over uncertainty. Cancer ranks least risk-taking because uncertainty feels threatening to emotional safety. Psychology links them to high loss aversion and threat sensitivity. Risk isn't exciting to Cancer, it's destabilizing. They prioritize security, familiarity, and emotional predictability. If a choice could disrupt home, relationships, or inner peace, Cancer hesitates. Even positive risks feel heavy if outcomes are unclear. They prefer gradual change with emotional reassurance. Cancer isn't incapable of risk. They just need safety guaranteed first. Until they feel emotionally protected, uncertainty triggers anxiety rather than curiosity, keeping them firmly on the cautious end of the spectrum. Number 11. Taurus. Comfort before courage. Taurus avoids risk because stability feels non-negotiable. Psychology ties them to strong loss aversion and comfort-seeking behavior. Risk means losing ground, and Taurus hates losing what they've already secured. They prefer slow, predictable progress over sudden leaps. Even when opportunity looks good, uncertainty creates resistance. Taurus would rather wait for certainty than gamble on possibility. This isn't fear, it's endurance. They trust consistency more than chance. Taurus takes risks only when comfort is protected. If a move threatens stability, they'll stay exactly where they are until the ground feels solid again. Number 10. Virgo. Analysis-induced hesitation. Virgo's risk tolerance is low because uncertainty overwhelms their need for precision. Psychology links them to anxiety-driven overanalysis. Risk feels like inviting error. Before acting, Virgo wants data, plans, and backup options. When information is incomplete, hesitation grows. They don't fear risk itself. They fear making the wrong move. This leads to delayed decisions and missed opportunities. Virgo prefers controlled environments where outcomes can be predicted. Until variables are minimized, they stall. Their caution isn't cowardice, it's mental overload. Risk-taking improves only when Virgo feels prepared enough to reduce uncertainty. Number 9. Capricorn. Strategic risk only. Capricorn isn't afraid of risk. They just refuse pointless ones. Psychology ties them to calculated decision-making and delayed gratification. Risk is acceptable only when it serves long-term goals. They assess timing, resources, and probability before moving. Impulsive leaps feel irresponsible to them. Capricorn avoids uncertainty unless control is possible. They'd rather build slowly than gamble quickly. When risk aligns with ambition, they'll take it without hesitation. But if reward isn't guaranteed or leverage is missing, they wait. Capricorn doesn't chase thrills. They chase outcomes. Risk is a tool, not an impulse. Number 8. Libra. Paralyzed by possibility. Libra struggles with risk because choice itself feels risky. Psychology links them to decision paralysis and fear of regret. When multiple outcomes exist, Libra hesitates, weighing consequences endlessly. Risk isn't thrilling. It's mentally exhausting. They fear making the wrong choice more than missing the opportunity. Even when options are exciting, uncertainty creates internal tension. Libra often delays action until circumstances force a decision. They want fairness, balance, and reassurance before leaping. Risk-taking improves only when options feel emotionally equal. Until then, hesitation wins, keeping Libra cautious despite curiosity. Number 7. Pisces. Emotional risk-taker. Pisces is willing to take emotional risks, but avoids practical danger. Psychology ties them to idealism and intuition-driven decision-making. They'll leap into love, dreams, or creative pursuits without guarantees. However, when risk involves material loss or harsh consequences, hesitation appears. Pisces trusts feelings more than logic, which makes them brave emotionally, but cautious structurally. They'll risk heartbreak, not stability. When inspired, Pisces can surprise everyone with bold choices, but only if the risk aligns with meaning. Their courage lives in emotion, not logistics. Number 6. Leo, confidence-fueled risk. Leo takes risks when confidence is high and attention is present. Psychology links them to self-efficacy and reward sensitivity. Risk feels acceptable when it reinforces identity or earns recognition. They avoid risks that could damage pride, but embrace those that showcase courage or talent. Leo isn't reckless. They're selective. When admired, they feel unstoppable. When doubt creeps in, hesitation follows. Leo's risk-taking rises with validation and falls with criticism. They leap when they believe the spotlight will reward them, not expose them. Number 5. Gemini, curiosity-driven risk. Gemini takes risks out of curiosity, not courage. Psychology ties them to novelty-seeking and low-fear fixation. Risk feels like stimulation, not danger. They jump into new ideas, experiences, and opportunities quickly, often without considering long-term consequences. Gemini isn't attached to outcomes, which lowers fear. Failure feels like information, not loss. Their challenge isn't taking risks, it's sustaining them. Gemini leaps easily, but may exit just as fast when boredom hits. Risk-taking fuels their mind, not their ego, making experimentation irresistible. Number 4. Aquarius, intellectual risk-taker. Aquarius takes risks where logic overrides fear. Psychology links them to low conformity pressure and high cognitive independence. They're willing to challenge norms, systems, and beliefs without needing social approval. Their risk-taking isn't impulsive, it's ideological. Aquarius is comfortable being misunderstood or standing alone if it means staying true to an idea. Emotional or financial risks may still cause hesitation, but social and intellectual risks don't scare them. Being different feels safer than fitting in. Aquarius risks reputation, belonging, and acceptance in pursuit of progress, making them quietly bold in ways others rarely notice. Number 3. Scorpio, high stakes, risk tolerance. Scorpio is comfortable with risk because intensity feels familiar. Psychology ties them to high emotional tolerance and threat endurance. They don't fear pressure, they function inside it. Scorpio won't jump blindly, but when they commit, they go all in. They're willing to risk everything if control, truth, or transformation is on the line. Fear doesn't paralyze them, it sharpens focus. They thrive in high-stakes environments where others hesitate. Scorpio's risk-taking is calculated but extreme. Once convinced the outcome matters deeply, they accept danger as part of the process. Number 2. Sagittarius, adventure-driven risk. Sagittarius takes risks because uncertainty excites them. Psychology links them to high dopamine sensitivity and thrill-seeking behavior. Risk feels like freedom, not danger. They jump into experiences with optimism, trusting things will work out. Planning feels restrictive, movement feels alive. Sagittarius would rather regret action than stagnation. Failure becomes a story, not a scar. This makes them fearless explorers, but sometimes careless. They don't calculate worst-case scenarios, they trust momentum. Sagittarius risks comfort, stability, and predictability in exchange for experience, growth, and the thrill of the unknown. Number 1. Aries, pure risk instinct. Aries ranks most risk-taking because impulse overrides fear. Psychology ties them to low threat sensitivity and rapid action bias. They don't wait for certainty, they move first and adjust later. Risk feels natural, almost invisible to Aries. They leap before doubt has time to form. Consequences register after action, not before. This makes them bold, fast, and fearless, but also prone to burnout. Aries doesn't calculate danger, they race it. Their courage isn't strategic or symbolic, it's instinctive. When faced with uncertainty, Aries acts, trusting momentum more than preparation. Risk isn't about recklessness, it's about how much uncertainty you can tolerate before fear takes over. Some signs need safety, others need stimulation, and a few are wired to leap without looking. Growth lives in that edge between comfort and chaos. Drop your sign below. Are you the one building a safety net? Or already mid-jump before anyone else even decides?